Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. Looking at the brake master cylinder here, just a friction fit cap, pushes on and pulls off. It's got a minimum and maximum over here. We want to maybe keep an eye on this and or suck some fluid out for front brakes. We'll be doing front brakes on this vehicle. So suck it down or keep an eye on it, and we can use a turkey baster, a clean rag, and absorb some fluid somehow, keep the fluid from spilling over here. So let's get back to the wheels here. 2010 Toyota Tundra front brakes. Break the lug nuts loose on the ground, probably 21mm lug nuts. Break them loose a turn or two, then jack up the vehicle and protect yourself. And we'll get the tire off and get to the calipers and rotor. Get this taken care of.
22mm socket. Take these off.
So we turn the wheel over a little bit to help us see things better. Got this little clip in here, we can take this out. These pins will push through. May or may not need a hammer or some kind of device to push them through. And this thing too here. You can maybe push the pads down just a little bit. Great. We get a screwdriver or pry bar, get in here between the rotor and the pad and collapse the piston that way. We're just going to kind of keep doing that on this side, and then we'll probably 12mm bolt here. We'll probably take this out so we can swing this over without bending this bracket too far. And I think a 17mm bolt here. Right there. And we can swing the caliper out of the way, and we'll support it with a bungee cord or something like that. And we'll collapse this side as well. And if there's collapse this side, then this piston comes out, and you collapse this piston comes out. Well, what you can do maybe is collapse this side over here, take it off, get your rotor machined or replaced. It'll just slide off, or you can tap it with a hammer and get it off. When you put it back on, you can put your new pad in here, and then you can collapse this side, take this out, and put the other new pad in there. That's an option. So we got this collapsed. When we collapse this the rest of the way, and we'll take it off. So we've got it basically supported there. Get the rotor off. And now it will just slide off and get it machined or replaced, and we'll slide a new one on. And we'll take the caliper and put it back on. So you just collapse the inside. So put it on, put the new pad in the inside, and collapse the outside like I was talking about. It's kind of heavy, so doing it one-handed. We got the rotor on. Used a lug nut just to kind of hold it in place because I don't want to necessarily stay in place. Also, if they're really hard to get off, there's a screw hole here, 2 of them. We'll probably use a 8 by 1.25 metric screw probably, and you screw them in, it'll force the rotor off. So we got a new pad here, compared up with the old one, inner pad. It's got the squealer right there. Use a little sandpaper, cleaned up these edges a little bit on the inside where it rides. So we're just going to put it in place, hopefully. Theoretically, it's a good time to match up your pads. And maybe you have to take a little bit off the top here. Maybe they got too much paint on there. So I did do a little filing on the top here to get it to go in. So right now it goes in, and then we'll collapse these others. Might put the old pad back in. Right down here. Don't need the shims. We'll drop that in place and we'll collapse this and then put the new pad in. So, not too much to it. There we go. Just like that. Don't see any squealer on there, so let's grab one of these without a squealer, if there's any. Sometimes they just put squealers on all of them. This one does not, so we'll see if it'll slide in there at all. Like I said, a little sandpaper in here. Clean up a little bit in here. Drop the other pad in.